Hello and welcome. So this is my R26B Mazda RX-8, and no, I didn't say RB26. I mean the engine from this thing. So yes, this is a 4-rotor Mazda RX-8. This is one of the latest engine swaps that were added to Gran Turismo 7. Now we were already able to engine swap the RX-7, so now the younger brother also gets his time to shine. Now the R26B is extremely economical. It is so light on fuel, so I knew this is going to be perfect for the 30 minutes of Le Mans. Now the parts that you need to buy, you need intermediate tires. If you're going to use it for the 700pp race, that 30-minute one around Le Mans, then you need intermediate tires because the chance of it raining is very high. Now you need brake pads, brake discs. I don't use the carbon ones because I don't really feel a difference, so that's just personal preference. Fully customizable transmission, racing tires, suspension, clutch. You don't need the turbocharger for the tune. Now as you can see, majority of the other things we cannot purchase except weight reduction. Now that is what we are going to use now. You also need to buy the power restrictor. You don't have to buy the ballast for this tune. Just make the car as light as possible, and that is all that you need to buy. First things first, racing hard tires. You need racing hard and intermediate tires because with update 1.20, you know they increased how fast your tire wear happens. So you need your racing hards. You can pause the video here to take a look at the suspension. Standard LSD, nothing customized there. As you can see, downforce, I have 52 on the front and 200 on the rear. I maxed it out because this vehicle is very twitchy and it's very all over the place. So I found with this 52 downforce in the front and 200 in the rear, this is the most stable I was able to get the car. Now performance wise, I got the ECU on 77 and I have the power restrictor on 83. No turbocharger on it because it's not needed. It has enough power, it's lightweight and economical. I know the economical had nothing to do with the power and the weight, but this car is extremely light on juice. Now with the transmission, I set it to 290 kilometers per hour. And I set the final drive to 4.522. I did not go into the individual gears and mess with them in any way. Okay, so now race time. I can't tell you, okay, on this lap you need to pit because on this lap it's gonna rain. Every time you play the event, it's gonna change. Luckily now they have fixed the glitch where the weather radar wasn't working. Now it's working, so you can see what is going on. So first things first, with the tune, you might pick up around the first maybe 2 corners. You might say, hey, the car has a little bit of understeer, but once you just pick up on how to actually just brace for the turn and take it, the car handles perfectly. That is the only remark that I have to say with the handling of this vehicle. Now I have the car on a lean tune because I want to make it as far as possible without refueling. Now the trick is with this, you have to watch your weather radar. So if you see that there is rain incoming, then pump it up, put it to a higher, more powerful map, and then just use whatever fuel, because if you are going to pit, might as well just add a little bit of fuel and just get around the circuit a lot faster. Now what I have picked up on, with the fuel map on 6, the tires do not wear as fast, because with the fuel map being on 1, the tires are quicker to spin up. The car wants to slide more, you're gonna have to be on the brakes harder, and all of that just eats the tires. It just wears the tires so much faster. Now I actually drive with my traction control set to 3. I know for some people that is blasphemy. How dare you drive with traction control on? I couldn't manage to finish this race without having to pit at least twice, because with no traction it ate my tires. My tires were just shot out, there was no grip. Whereas while using traction control set to 3, I was able to make it the entire race on one set of tires, and that is exactly this race. So now that is just something to keep in mind. If you want to use traction control, it does help out a little bit. Now if you don't want to, to each their own. Everyone has their own opinion on how they want to do it. The top speed that I was able to hit was 284 on a fuel map of 6. Now the gear tuning is perfect for it. It makes it run all the way to red line, but it can still go a little bit more. It doesn't still have a lot of gear left, just making a car not as efficient. By lap 3 I was able to be close up to first position and actually gain the lead of the race. Now I think I forgot to mention, I am playing on the hardest difficulty, so I knew whatever difficulty you play on, this car is able to beat the opponent and win the race. Now I was lucky when it came to the weather on this run of the race. So there was barely any rain. Like when I say barely any rain, the rain was running adjacent to the circuit. It wasn't on the circuit, it was like, I was near it, but it wasn't on the circuit. Until about lap 5 or 6. That is when a little bit like light rain began to fall on the circuit. And by then, it wasn't really that big of an influence or an impact on actual race. Now as you can see, I did not go into the pits. These are still the tires that I began the race on. With update 1.20, you know how hard that is. As you can see, the back left tire is completely worn out. There's no grip coming from the rear. Then the back right tire is ready to go any second. At the back, no grip. And I decided, since it is the last lap, I'm gonna chuck the fuel map on 1. I want all the power and I want no grip. I wanna die. I know that was a choice I chose. I picked it. We finished the race with bald tires, no fuel, just with a massive lead of over a minute. So I mean, we're on the hardest difficulty. If I can win like this, you can win definitely on the easiest difficulty. It's a no-brainer. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you do enjoy this tune. Let me know in the comments if you do try it out. Let me know, because it's crazy hard to get a good tune for the RX-8 with the 4 rotor in it. It's such a struggle. So hope you guys do enjoy this tune. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, more money guides, more tunes, and just more Gran Turismo 7 gameplay. If you are still watching, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.